In just 5 days, I made over $9,800, and it came from one setup that I've used over and over again. This isn't something I stumbled into by luck. It's a setup refined by over 6 years of my trading journey, built around smart money concepts, liquidity grabs, and clean structure shifts. Most traders fail because they're either taking too many trades, using too many indicators, or simply not sticking to one process. That was me too in the beginning, but once I focused on just one repeatable setup, everything changed. Now here's how it works. First, I identify where liquidity is likely to be, usually sitting above highs or below lows. Then I wait for the liquidity to get swept. Once I see a structure break or a clean imbalance or a fair value gap, I enter with full conviction. That's it. And in the last 5 days, I've used this exact process multiple times, and the profits have stacked up to $9,800 without any overtrading or any stress. The key here is patience and consistency. It's not about how many trades you take, it's about taking the right ones. In this video, I'm going to show you actual trades where this setup played out so you can see the structure, the entry, and the target step by step. If you're still bouncing between strategies, this is your sign to stop, simplify, and focus on one setup that actually delivers. Let's just dive into it. Now, the entire goal here is essentially to make as much sense as possible. So the strategy is very simple. It's done on a 5-minute time frame, and before your trading time, you don't want to do absolutely anything, right? What we're gonna do, we're just gonna make general information. So 5-minute trading time. We also have some liquidity concepts, so market structure shift plus liquidity, and these are mandatory, okay? These concepts, they never leave you, okay? And that's the beauty of it. So if we just go back to the chart we was on, here we go. So yeah, these are concepts, they're mandatory, they never leave you, and just want to make note of that and everything. So we have market structure shift and liquidity, and something I like to add is the third concept, which is rejection of high/low. So yeah, these are all good concepts, and I think you guys, if you master them, you'll do very well in your trading. And again, if you guys want us to pass and manage your funded challenge, guaranteed, and get you a payout, click the first link in the description. You don't pay a single penny until you do get that payout. So what we do now is we have our trading time, everything. We have 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. UK time. What we're going to do now, we're going to have a market structure shift like this. Boom. So we're just going to mark that out. Sweep of the high. Market structure shift. And these are just really good repeatable concepts that you can use for yourself. That's the beauty of them. What you're going to do, you're going to find a 5-minute order block. You're going to mark it out. Wait for that retracement, and what you can do, just go short position, put your stop loss just above the high like that, and target an easy 1 to 2 hour. And again, this is a repeatable concept that if you master it, you can make so much profit. You can make your own strategies out of it, and this is why I highly recommend that you guys do watch these videos all the way to the end, because it's very important that you do. So once we do get the retracement, little like this, boom, there we go, retracement, and then it starts to distribute towards the downside. So when it starts to distribute, that's where we start generating profits. And again, it's really simple, super easy, and I want you guys to master this. So please do watch the end of this video, and if you've made it this far, because this is a very good milestone, leave a comment, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get straight into the chart examples. So again, before our trading time, we don't do anything, but let's just make sense of everything that's currently going on. So you can see that price, it pushed towards the upside, and we had a run on this liquidity. Let's see how price reacts to that. So you can see after that run on liquidity, we seem to have this strong distribution towards the downside, taking out these lows right here. If we go to a lower time frame, you can see these are valid lows that have been taken out by price right here. So we'll come back to the 5-minute time frame. You can see we'll just mark this out as 1 second. We'll mark this out as a liquidity sweep, and we can mark this out as a market structure shift. So yeah, it's super simple. Again, once you master this, you'll become so profitable. But you can see we had the liquidity sweep and we had the market structure shift. So, it follows all our rules. What we're going to do, you can see that we even had the rejection of the high, because this candle here, if I could just mark it out really quickly, kind of tried to push to get above this candle, but the momentum of the sellers was way too strong. So what we could do, we could look for a 5-minute order block, just like this, and we can essentially wait for price to then push back into that order block. So as you can see right there, but we have price push back into that order block. Again, you mark out the whole entire surface of the order block, even the wick of the candle. You could just enter from right there. A 6-pip stop loss. That's great. That's perfect. What we'll do is we'll target 1 to 2, and as you can see, 1 to 2 should be just about this low. So as we anticipated, price did go much lower. Again, if you do make sense of everything and you mark out the potential liquidity points on the other side of the market, you can catch much further trades. So you're not limited to 1 to 2R, but it is recommended and is most likely to be targeted. Now, if you're looking for more, again, it just depends on the day, the market conditions, and what's happening on the other side of the market. And you can see how it essentially does push for more towards the other side of the market, which is extremely good. And that's the type of price action we kind of want to see in trading. Let's get into the next example. Fairly simple. I hope you guys have made it this far. If you did, don't forget to comment and click the first link in the description to get your payout without paying a single penny. But so we come to our trading time here again. As you can see, first thing we notice is that we had a run on liquidity. Boom. So now with that run on liquidity, let's see if we have a market structure shift. And we do have exactly that. And you can see what price left for us was a 5-minute order block. And you can see how we kind of rejected this low right here. So along with rejecting that low, we have a 5-minute order block entry point. We're going to get into that trade, put our stop loss just below to, avoid this, because we do have relatively equal lows here. And when we have equal lows, price may come back to take them out, which is something we want to avoid. So we can expect price to push higher because of this liquidity that's resting right above there. And, we have a few imbalances in the market that can be taken out. So let's see exactly what happens. And boom, as you can see, as I said, we could expect price to push higher because of the liquidity. And, it could just be the time of the day and maybe the momentum that's being pumped in the market. But again, if you guys did enjoy this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.